Our president joined the college 18 months ago and brings with him over 35 years of experience in education. Our president earned a BA in history and a master's degree in education at Suffolk University in Boston, Massachusetts. He later earned a Doctor of Education degree in Educational Leadership at Nova Southeastern University in Davie, Florida. For the first 23 years of his career, our president served as a teacher, principal, and accreditor. During the decade that followed, our president served in a variety of roles while at Cambridge College in Massachusetts, in the United States. In 2001, he began as a senior faculty member in the School of Education, where he taught courses in educational leadership and advanced research. In 2005, he developed and served as the first director of the college's doctoral program. He later was appointed Director of Research and Evaluation, where he established the first institutional research office. In 2006, he was appointed Assistant Vice President for Policy Research and Communication, and also served as the Accreditation Liaison Officer. In this position, he established an internship program for the Harvard Graduate School of Education for Policy and Research. Later, that same year, he was appointed Vice President for College Affairs and Enrollment Management, during which time he led the strategic planning process, was responsible for the development and implementation of an effective enrollment management plan, and designed and delivered effective revenue-generating professional development programs for the Ministry of Education in Barbados and the Shandong Economic Commission in China in excess of $1 million. In 2 years, he was appointed to serve as Executive Vice President, establishing the Center for Professional Advancement, Development, and implementing a $1.5 million restructuring initiative, and responsible for the development and implementation of a new Student Affairs Division to provide quality services to our over 9,000 students. Our president is described by colleagues as an inspirational leader, a visionary, and one who knows how to implement a vision. He came to us with a vision, not what he would do for us, but what together we could achieve. Together, we have achieved much. Our president is a tireless and effective advocate for our college and for the students we serve. We ask why he came to CL number 7. Our president responds by saying he was looking for an adventure, a challenge, and a place where he might be a part of something special. We believe he found all three, and we are grateful he did. Ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure and honor for me to introduce our president, Dr. Joseph Ed.D.
I am deeply honored and humbled to stand before you on this 20th anniversary convocation of the College of Micronesia, FSM. Let me acknowledge and honor the many dignitaries and invited guests, including the President, Vice President, Speaker, the governors of the states, members of the FSM Congress, traditional leaders, Secretary of the Department of Education, members of the Cabinet, members of the legislative bodies of the states and municipal governments, members of the Board of Regents, members of the Diplomatic Corps, presidents and chancellors, my colleagues from the Pacific Post-Secondary Education Council, faculty, staff, friends of the college, and most especially our students. I am also pleased to welcome our platform guests and speakers today, His Excellence President Emmanuel Mori, Chairman of the Board of Regents Cassio Mita, Susan Moses, Professor and former President of COM-FSM, and I might add, former Commissioner of the ACCJC, Senator Halbert, Speaker of the 18th Congress, Floyd Takeuchi, President of the Friends of COM-FSM, and Dr. Barbara Bino, President of the Accrediting Commission for Community and Junior Colleges. My experiences here over the last 18 months have taught me that COM-FSM is an exceptionally strong, resilient, and vital college community. No event, such as this 20th Convocation, can occur without the planning and diligent effort of many individuals. And so I would like to take the opportunity to thank all of them, all the folks who were possible in making this event memorable for all of us. Much has been written and much has been spoken regarding the history of the College of Micronesia FSM. It is a history created through the collective efforts of so many who have come before us. And so we gather today to respect that history, to treasure our present, and to acknowledge the challenges that lie before us, even as we resolve to meet them all. As we acknowledge our part in the cherished vision for an institution of higher education in the FSM, a vision that came into being 2 decades ago. Now, most of our students are too young to remember that there was a time in the 1950s and continuing into the mid-1970s when the leaders of what we call Micronesia believed that there could be a single oceanic nation ranging from the Marshall Islands in the east through the Central Carolines to Palau and Yap in the west and the Northern Marianas in the north. But history took a different course, and Northern Marianas and Marshall Islands and Palau went their own way. But here, in the FSM, the leaders held firm to the belief that there is strength in unity. And with the exception of the national government, our college is the one FSM national institution that is built on the belief that we can be better and stronger because of our diversity. The challenges and opportunities that we have faced, the challenge and the opportunities that we will face, the present and the future are inextricably linked to the past. And so it is appropriate for us once again to recognize, acknowledge, and honor the past. It is right for us to remember those who came before us and shaped the present and yet are no longer with us. But it is also right for us to remember and to thank those who shaped the present and are with us still. And I have said many times, regardless of our position, yet, because of our profound responsibility to this college and the students that we serve, each of us has a deep and abiding obligation to build a secure future for our college. To our government officials, members of the diplomatic corps, our community and business leaders, thank you for your support for the important and challenging work in which this college is engaged. We will continue to work with you as we all seek to strengthen the college, to ensure greater collaboration, establish strong partnerships, and meet the higher education needs of its students and its citizens. The role of the college is embodied in its mission, a mission that characterizes the college as a continuously improving and student-centered institute of higher education. The college is committed to assisting in the development of the Federated States of Micronesia by providing academic, career, and technical education opportunities for student learning. COM-FSM is further committed to becoming a best practices institution of higher education. The College of Micronesia FSM plays a critical and central role in the life of our nation. We are the institution that prepares some of the best talent for leadership and productive lives. The college is also the repository of the dreams that developed this nation, and dreams that I think we all believe has as much relevance today as they did 50 plus years ago, when this nation's founders envisioned a future for their people, one of self-governance. As a nation, the Federated States of Micronesia gives life to the idea that islanders of different cultures, languages, and traditions can find common ground. This nation is founded on the belief that its citizens can ensure a better future for themselves and their children by working across linguistic and cultural divides. We know college education has the potential to transform lives and to empower individuals, and by extension, their families, their communities, their nation, and the greater community of an ever-shrinking and interdependent planet. An educated citizenry enriches the economy, politics, art, and culture of a country. Such education reaches beyond the quantifiable and elevates the collective intellect, heart, spirit, and soul of a nation. This convocation, to celebrate the college's 20th anniversary and reaffirmation of accreditation by ACCJC, serves to remind us as a learning community the extraordinary responsibility that rests with us to educate the men and women who have placed themselves in our care. As a college, as a community, and as a nation, we came together in ways that assured that this college would continue its vital work in support of our students and the future of the FSM. So many of you have contributed to the transformation of this institution, to the resolution of the issues for which the college was on sanction, and to its reaffirmation of accreditation by the ACCJC. We are fortunate to have national and state leaders who understand and support the essential role of COM-FSM in educating for the future. We are fortunate to have a Board of Regents who is well-informed, extraordinarily supportive, and masterful in fulfilling their roles and responsibilities. I especially want to thank Frankie Harris, Vice President for Institutional Effectiveness and Quality Assurance and Accreditation Liaison Officer, for her professional and personal commitment to effectuate the changes necessary to address our accreditation sanction and to lay a solid foundation for our continuous quality improvement. As President, I also wish to thank the Vice Presidents, Joe Buchman, Mariana Benderius, Jim Curry, and Joey Ochicado, for their leadership and support to confront our challenges and create our future. Every staff member is thanked for actively participating in the Herculean effort to gain reaffirmation of accreditation. Every employee of the college and every member of the Board of Regents, all 350 of us, successfully completed the Accreditation Basics online course, which is now affirmed by Dr. Bino to be a first. While each of us plays an important role to fulfill the promise we make to our students in the college's mission statement, None is as central to our mission as our faculty. The faculty of this institution is at its core and fundamental to its purpose. And so on behalf of the Board of Regents, I offer my gratitude and thanks in recognition of your significant contribution to the education of the students of COM-FSM and to the future of the FSM. For these reasons, and countless others, we recognize and honor the special place that you hold here. We celebrate the unique talents and gifts that you individually and collectively possess and that you share with future generations of political and business leaders, educators, doctors, lawyers, health and nursing professionals, technical and vocational experts. The commencement of a new academic year is an exciting and wonderful time. Our convocation celebrates a symbolic beginning, the goodwill and the great joy that accompanies the possibilities and the promise of the future. It embraces the intellectual and scholarly circle of life that is an institution of higher education. At Convocation, we welcome our new and returning students, just as we bid them farewell at commencement. And so, to our students, and I paraphrase Professor Moses, dream more, learn more, do more, become more, and give more. Give more in service to your fellow students. Give more in service to your college. Give more in service to your community. And give more in service to your country. So to this end, I quote from the book Life Expectancy by Dean Koontz. And I quote, "I do not define life by the length of life, but by the quality of it, by what I expect from it, and how well my expectations are met. The more you expect from life, the more your expectations are fulfilled. So together, let us expect much and fulfill the promise that the future holds. The indispensable work of this college, grounded in its mission, is compelling. It has guided the college well and serves as its compass, keeping it on course, even when the charted course is difficult to navigate. We know there will always be challenges, expected, unexpected. We face them still. We face them now. We'll face them tomorrow. Or maybe we'll face them tomorrow. Together, we will successfully confront them and create a future, our future. One that will not only endure, one that will thrive. This we will achieve, I'm sure of it. At the College of Micronesia, FSM, we focus on student success. And the pathway forward is clear. We have developed our strategic plan. And in it, we provide academic programs and experiences in service to national needs. We are financially sound, fiscally responsible, and will build resources in anticipation of future needs. We invest in and build strong capacity and human capital. We are becoming a learning organization through development of a learning culture, guided by learning leaders. And we evoke quality in all of our endeavors. When we were removed from sanction and gained reaffirmation, I shared with you that we were now at the starting line, that we were where we should have been, and now we start the race. So as we begin this new academic year, let us join together at the starting line and lace up our running shoes as we begin the marathon to 2017. It promises to be a great run. Let us continue the journey together. Let us voyage through the vast expanse that is our future. And with that image in mind, I recall the words Wasan Kamarayan. And while the words are on a pen, their translation as a place of enlightenment has universal meaning for all of us. It is both our journey and our destination. Marcel Proust wrote in 1923, in remembrance of things past, "The only true voyage of discovery would be not to visit strange lands, but to possess other eyes, to behold the universe through the eyes of another, of 100 others, to behold the 100 universes that each of them beholds, that each of them is." End quote. So as we move forward, remember that our thoughts will become our words will become our actions will become our habits, our habits will shape our character, and our character determines our destiny. And yes, I was looking for an adventure, a challenge, and for a place where I might be a part of something special. I believe I found all three here with you, and I'm grateful I did. Best wishes for a successful academic year and memorable 20th anniversary. And as always, please know, it is a privilege for me to serve as president. Thank you.